Caribbean people. Today we're going to be using some fresh tuna fish, and it's been marinated, filleted and marinated and seasoned up nicely. And these are some end pieces that we can't do steaks or grills, so we use them and we chop them up to do a variety of things. We can do tuna fish burgers, we can do tuna fish tartare, you know, in its raw state in a mayonnaise and serve it on some toast. We can do some, you know, some tuna fish rotis, we can do some tuna fish ceviche, we can do some tuna fish wraps, some tuna fish quesadillas, a variety of stuff with tuna fish we can do. We can stir fry that tuna because it's all nice chunky pieces, okay? But today we're going to do a nice tuna and breadfruit burger. We're going to put it on a bed of salad with some fried sweet potato chips and a little caramelized cabbage and onions, yeah? So, let's get our tuna fish chopped up. Okay, just as promised, every day we're going to teach you guys a new word, and the word for today is allumette. Okay, and allumette is when you cut a potato or maybe a sweet potato or breadfruit or whatever, and you cut it into matchstick sizes, something like this. Yeah, this is allumette. Yeah, carrots or potatoes or whatever cut into this size. You cut it, you shape it, and you cut it thinner and thinner until you get down to this size. We have machines that can do that for you now, mandolins or slicers or whatever, and this shape is called allumette. It's also referred, allumette also is A-L-L-U-M-E-T-T-E, and it also refers to strips of pastry with savory filling or sweet filling, okay? So there are two uses for this word, and it's going to come up on the television screen, and hopefully you guys learn a new culinary word every day you watch our show. Now we're going to get some breadfruit. Where's my breadfruit? There we go. So we cut the heart of the breadfruit out. We know how to handle breadfruit. Get this bad boy out. And that gets discarded. We're going to just take a small piece of breadfruit, not much. Yep, wrong place. And we get our fork and we mash. Yeah. Or we could have diced it nicely and thrown it into the tuna. Okay, so we got some breadfruit in our tuna. Now we're going to put some fresh scallions, some fresh tea loignon. There's a lot of tea loignon in there. I like tea loignon, it goes really good in a burger. We're going to put some peppers in for nice color. Let's be generous. We're going to put a little jeera or gram masala. We don't want to put too much in there so it doesn't taste like a curry fish. Very little. We're going to put in a tad of chili powder. So we get a little spice in there, a little heat in there. Or we can put some hot peppers. Or a little bit of chili pepper if you want to make it even hotter. Good to go. And some fresh celery. Fresh celery goes great in burgers and in meatloaves and in stews and in soups. It's really a robust herb. Brings out a lot of flavor. And celery and garlic alone and anything tastes really good together. So in goes our celery. And we're going to get a little bit of tomato juice in there. Or you can put a little fish stock if you want to get it nice and juicy. A little fish stock always goes well in a nice fish burger. And we mix all our ingredients together. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to get our cabbage caramelized. Let's get our cabbage in there. We're going to get our onions in there also. And we got some sugar syrup here. A little bit of garlic, not much. A little flavor. A little heat, a little chili pepper, compensate. And some fresh bay leaf. Always goes nice. We're going to keep and we have a little bit of soury juice here. Okay, we're going to throw it into, no, actually I'm going to use passion fruit instead, into our cabbage to give it a nice tangy flavor. So now our onions and our cabbage are caramelizing and the passion fruit juice. We're going to serve our burger on a nice bed of salad, a pizza bread base. Okay, I'll let that caramelize. Okay, now this is pizza bread. Instead of using a big burger bun or, you know, or a big chunk of bread, we're going to use something very light, so we're going on the healthy side. As soon as this is warmed up, it separates very easily, okay? You can pass the knife through it and create a nice cavity, or you can cut it in half and create two nice pockets, which you make your pizza pocket sandwich with, okay? I'm going to keep it whole and just reheat it nicely just before we're ready to serve. Our breadfruit is well incorporated into our tuna mix. We can also take this and shape it into one nice big loaf, put it into a little baking pan, and create a nice fish loaf as opposed to a meat loaf, you know? Okay, so let's take a burger, shape it nicely, and we're going to try and do a nice flat burger, not a thin burger. Don't want it too flat. Get a little olive oil into our pan. Let's heat it nicely. Let's flip our potato chips. Okay, so down goes our burger. We're going to just pan sear that as opposed to grilling it. There we go. Good, let's put our mixture aside. Get my hands washed up. Let's get us a plate. Just a nice bed of salad. Some tomatoes. There we go. Our burger is cooking nicely. Our cabbages caramelizing nicely. Our onions and some tomatoes and stuff. Oh, that looks good. A little vinegar in there. Oh, beautiful. Loosen that up and give it a little tartness. We'll put a couple of celery sticks in there. Okay, now let's check on our burger. We don't want that to cook too much. We just want the outside nice and caramelized and roasted like this. And the inside is going to be nice and juicy, Caribbean people. It's going to be a lovely dish. Let's heat up our pizza pockets. The burger should be just about ready. Let's do it, okay? So, there goes our burger into our pizza bread. We create a nice big old sandwich. Our caramelized cabbages and onions. Just throw that right over there. Great for an interesting dish. Use the rest later. Close that bad boy up. Some sweet potato fries. We put a couple of pieces of tomato in there with it. Although we have it in the salad already. Got our refried breadfruits. A little extras just for. There we go. Go along with our sweet potatoes. Caribbean people, voila. You can throw in your ketchup and your hot sauce if you want, because I know Caribbean people mess up everything with ketchup and hot sauce. Stop it. You don't come to my restaurant and pour ketchup over my bouillon. Somebody has done me that. Trevor Fassoir, 44, pouring ketchup over my bouillon. I was so hurt. So Caribbean people, we got a nice fish burger in there. Put whatever you want. You can put a nice mayonnaise, a nice curry tartar sauce is interesting, or maybe a basil tartar sauce. We can do variations of this. You can have this mix prepared ahead of time, make your burgers, fry them, prepare them, put them in baguettes or in burger buns, whatever makes you happy. Caribbean people, a beautiful dish of a nice fish burger with some sweet potato fries and breadfruit and a nice salad. You could put avocado in there, maybe make a nice mash of avocado and use that as your base for your pita bread, for your burger to sit on, okay? All sorts of variations there. We have so much food in the Caribbean, people. Let's use it. We love you guys. Peace and love.